Welcome to Whirl Stories. Tonight, we travel to a peaceful forest where birds sing and rivers glow with magic. A poor woodcutter loses his only axe. A golden treasure rises from the water, and a mysterious spirit watches every choice he makes. But someone nearby has a heart filled with greed. What happens next will change their lives forever. At the edge of the forest lived a humble woodcutter named Enzo. He wasn't rich, he didn't own land or cattle, but he carried something more valuable than gold, an honest heart. Every morning, he placed his old iron axe on his shoulder and walked into the forest. He whispered, "Only what we need, never more." The sound of his axe echoed gently, back, back, back. He cut only dry branches and fallen wood. He never harmed young trees. Though sweat rolled down his face, he smiled peacefully. His life was simple, but his heart was light. On the other side of the forest worked another woodcutter named James. James was greedy and impatient. He always wanted more money and more profit. He chopped fresh green trees. One day, James saw Enzo carrying a small bundle of sticks. He laughed loudly. "Why do you work so little, Enzo?" he mocked. "You'll stay poor forever like this." Enzo replied calmly, "This is enough for today." That afternoon, Enzo walked toward the quiet riverbank. The water shimmered like silver glass. A cool breeze brushed against his face. Suddenly, his hand slipped. The axe flew from his grip. Splash! It fell straight into the deep river. Enzo rushed forward in shock. "My axe!" he cried. He searched the water but saw nothing. Without his axe, he couldn't work. Without work, he couldn't feed his family. He sat down and lowered his head sadly. "Please help me," he whispered. Suddenly, the river began to glow. The water swirled gently. A soft light rose from below. From the river emerged a beautiful river spirit. She shone like moonlight on water. "Why are you crying, woodcutter?" The spirit disappeared beneath the water. She returned holding a shining golden axe. "Is this yours?" she asked. Enzo looked at it but shook his head. "No, this is not mine." She brought a silver axe next. "Is this yours?"
No, not that one.
"No, mine is old and iron." Finally, she brought his rusty iron axe. Enzo's face lit up. "Yes, that's mine." The spirit smiled warmly. "Your honesty shines brighter than gold," she said. She handed him the golden axe and silver axe too. "These are your rewards." Enzo thanked her with tears of joy. Behind a thick tree, James had seen everything. His eyes sparkled with greed. "If he can get gold so easily, so can I," he muttered. A wicked smile crossed his face. The next day, James went to the river. He threw his axe into the water on purpose. Splash! Then he pretended to cry loudly. The river spirit appeared again. She brought the golden axe. "Is this yours?" she asked. "Yes, it's mine," James lied quickly. The spirit's face turned cold. "Are you telling the truth?" she asked. "Yes," he insisted. "Liar," she said firmly. The golden axe vanished. She disappeared into the river. James waited and waited, but his real axe was gone too. He had lost everything. Days later, Enzo found James sitting sadly under a tree. James told him everything with shame. Enzo listened quietly. That night, Enzo knocks on James's door with bread and firewood. James whispers, "Why help me after I lied?" Enzo smiles gently, because kindness warms more than gold. And so, the forests grew quiet once again. The river sparkled softly under the golden sunset. Two woodcutters walked home, a little wiser than before. Because honesty filled one heart with treasure, and greed emptied the other of everything. Sometimes life doesn't test our strength, it tests our truth. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to Wonder Whirl Stories for more magical tales and life lessons. Tap the bell icon so you never miss our next adventure. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and we'll meet again in the next story.